What's up guys, it's Serge. Today I want to talk to you guys about the Surface Pro 4 and its gaming capabilities. The question is, can you game on the Surface Pro 4? The answer is yes. My channel has been doing a lot of integrated gaming on the MacBooks, on other laptops like the Dell XPS for a good 6 months now, so I know a lot about integrated graphics. I want to show you guys how good these integrated graphics are. We're going to play the top 10 online games, and we're also going to test out a couple other games as well. So take a look in the description to see if your game is listed there, and if it's not, leave a comment down below the next iteration of this video, part 2, where I'll be testing the games you guys want me to test. So if I do get a couple different thumbs up on a newer game, I will be testing it. Alright, let's take a look.
Alright, so here basically I'm just making sure the graphics are on high and the resolution is pretty much maxed out. I noticed the game runs pretty good, it plays, but occasionally it'll drop down to the 40s and sometimes a little bit lower than that. It could be kind of annoying depending on when you're playing. So like right now I froze there just a second ago, so I turned it down to 1680 by 1050, played that, didn't really see a difference, decided to turn it down again. Now I'm pretty much staying at 60 FPS during a team fight, which is pretty good. In this particular area, I don't know why, I just couldn't finish anybody off. Lost my teammate there, and then, yeah, it just sucks. Everybody just escaped every single time. Good thing at least I didn't die. Alright, there we got Dragon. That was easy. There's no glitching up there. Had another team fight, and then we won the game. I did it. In Counter-Strike Source, the best setup is going to be 1280 by 800. You can have all the graphics on high. If you want, you can play high resolution like 1440. And even 1080p sometimes if you want, but it's not advisable. I'll tell you, the Iris 540 definitely plays a lot better than a lot of other cards out there, integrated chips or whatever, but 1280 by 800 is still gold standard. Now, in this year's model for the Iris 540, we just get much smoother FPS, and that's just nice. You know, instead of getting 40 FPS, I'm getting 60. That's pretty big.
Nice. 40 FPS. That is really impressive. That is like 25% better than Iris 6100. On the MacBook Pro 2015 edition, I was getting about 30 FPS, a little less than that. Oh man, this game is officially playable now. Nice sounds. I was here first. What is this? Pip-Boy? That's pretty cool. That's amazing that this game is playable now. Holy smokes.
DOTA ran decent, but the problem was the mouse cursor was not where it actually was, so when I moved around it just didn't work very good. Here I'm testing graphics on pretty much everything max, even the resolution is really high. I decided to basically turn the resolution down to something manageable, because I'm just going to try native res just to see if it works. Turn it down a little bit, looks like it's playing a little bit better, pretty much playable. Kind of close to 30 FPS, but still I wanted to do it a little bit better. I noticed if I put it down to even lower resolution, that's the key with integrated graphics, just lower the res. And then
tower is under attack.
so here we got World of Warcraft. It runs pretty good. I thought it might run a little bit better, but it doesn't. You can play the graphics on good. That's going to be the best setting for you. with pretty high resolution. Play 1680 by 1050 if you want, or you can do 1440. But other than that, the lower res, the better, and every time you lower the textures, you're just gonna be able to run a lot better. So Minecraft actually runs really well. That's the one that kind of surprised me. It might have something to do with Microsoft buying out Mojang and then optimizing the game, making it a little bit better for the Iris graphics. But anyway, the game, you can play it on max resolution, max graphics, max chunks. It doesn't matter. It's always going to run smoothly. So Minecraft, you don't need to worry. Grand Theft Auto actually runs pretty darn good when it's working. Here I did the benchmark and it pretty much didn't load the textures for whatever reason. I don't know why. And then it crashed. I ran the test again and it crashed again. So I ran the test a third time and I was actually able to get it to work. Again, 800 by 600 is the resolution. And you're going to need to keep the res really low on Grand Theft Auto because the graphics are just really intensive. But the game is fun and it's playable when it works. When you're playing the single player, it actually works good, like 60 FPS, 50 FPS when you're outside, but then it just crashes again, which is kind of sucks. But I'll show you the parts that do kind of work. Kind of surprising, I didn't expect it to crash. Iris 6100 never crashed, HD 6000 didn't crash. Those are previous generation models, they actually worked. So kind of sucks that this one doesn't. So it's kind of funny. Well, it's booting up and it's smooth. The mouse isn't lagging like usual. Correct graphics are pretty much set. Basically everything lowest possible. And we're gonna slowly just kind of bring it up. And then we'll see what we can have on high. Alright, let's join a real server that real people would play on. So try this one anyway. Why is it doing this? Okay, now that cannot be the game, that's the hardware. Runs a little bit smoother, but still feels like it could be a lot better. And boy, am I lagging right now. Nobody should have to play this game this laggy. There we go. Now, this is a little bit more visually appealing, but it just, oh god, it runs so bad. How could it run this bad? Like, Iris 6100 was way better than this. This is bad. So in conclusion, again, you're not going to be able to really play Ark Survival very well. I actually thought Ark Survival was going to work good on Iris 540, but it actually performs much worse than I expected. In fact, I feel like it performs worse than HD 6000 or Iris 6100. Wow. So
Place is amazing.
keep that in mind. Might have something to do with the complex area that I was just in, though.
Probably sneak in from
But still,
there.
it just feels a lot worse. The game is not playable.
No, not again. Ugh.
Here we have War Thunder. This game is playable on medium to high graphics, 1440 by 900 resolution. You can bump things up more if you want, because with War Thunder, when your FPS drops to 25, you can still play the game. So it's really just kind of up to you on how good you want your graphics to be, because it just works, which is really kind of cool. I kind of like that. Any Source game is going to run really well. Team Fortress 2 is a lot like CSGO. You pretty much need the exact same graphical settings, and that's just basically, you can keep textures and everything on high, but keep your res at 1440 by like 900 or 1680 by 1050, around there, and it should be able to keep everything pretty good.
1440 by 900. That should run really good.
Halo 4, an all-time favorite game of mine. You can play the game on medium graphics, 1280 by 800, but I ended up putting it on low just because I wanted to see what kind of frame rates I can get during intense moments. And even on low, it actually does drop down to like 35, 30 something. If you like the game, I think you can actually play it and enjoy it. It's just, you're gonna have to get used to some lag, you know. It really depends on what map you're playing too. Maps that have people in really high dense areas, like lots of people in one area, will make it lag. But open world maps tend to run pretty good, like 45 FPS, 50 FPS, 60. So that's something to keep in mind when playing Battlefield 4 on your server so far.
Ooh. crap. MGS5 really surprised me. It went from being pretty much not playable on the MacBook Pros and a lot of other laptops to pretty much playable on integrated graphics, which is really impressive. So here we got pretty much everything on lowest possible. The game still looks phenomenal and it's still going to be very enjoyable. Take a look. With Skyrim, you're going to be able to run the game pretty much all on high and pretty much on 1680 by 1050 if you want, or 1440 by 400 resolutions, because it's going to run pretty good. I haven't really had any issues with it, and it's a single player game, so you don't need that much FPS to really enjoy it, but at least you can have some decent eye candy with this game, which is kind of cool. Dota 2 Deathmatch runs phenomenal. Max resolution, max graphics. You don't need to worry about anything. Just take a look for yourself. Heroes and Generals happens to be one of those games that is just super hard to run. I have not found a system that can run Heroes and Generals on integrated at all, which really sucks. And the game has weird artifacts. And I think Iris 540 just tends to have more artifacts in the game. Could be the model that I have, because I noticed, I think my model is having a little bit more issues than other models. I'm thinking that, yeah, I should get a new model. Oh, grenade. Wow, there's some really glitchiness going on. Whoops.
Nice, we're capturing the point. Gosh. Destroyed.
Quick question, do you want me to make the next video with a controller? I've had a few people ask me to do it with a controller. Personally, I do my gaming the mouse and the keyboard. A quick note, the Surface Pro mouse that you can get the Surface Edition, decent for gaming actually. I actually really like it. But the downside is this little scroll wheel can get in the way of your gaming, and sometimes it stops responding, so you can't rely on the scroll wheel. So I don't necessarily recommend this mouse for gaming. But yeah, should I try using a controller? Let me know in the comment section below. So what can I tell you overall about the experience of the Surface Pro 4 and gaming? Well, there are some games that don't run at all, that just crash randomly. There's actually quite a lot of games that run pretty good. So all in all, I'm actually really surprised that the Surface Pro 4 plays games as good as it does. I have the i7 model here equipped with the Iris 540 graphics. It's the only reason why I chose the i7 model. Usually choosing the i7 model is not worth it because it just makes the system more hot, more unstable, and usually the fan doesn't spin any faster, so it creates a lot of trouble. Thermal throttling, if you know what that is. If you don't, leave a comment below and I'll answer that question. But this is a great system. I came from the MacBook Pro. I've tested all the other MacBooks, but on the MacBook Pro, it has the Iris 6100, which is good, but this Iris 540 is up to 40% faster. Games that you couldn't play, you can now actually play. It's really impressive. One of my favorites, Natural Selection 2, couldn't really play the game on any other laptop that had integrated graphics, but now you can, thanks to the Iris 540 and the i7 on the Surface Pro 4. So I'm actually pretty impressed with its gaming capabilities because there aren't any games that you really just can't play, except for the ones that don't boot up. And those are just kind of far and few, and if you keep trying, eventually it does work. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Always trying to make these videos better, so if you guys have any idea on how I can improve them, just leave a comment down below. And I'm looking to improve the channel overall, so just take a look around, and I always tell people, go ahead and subscribe. I like to have a two-way communication with my subscribers, so if you guys need any help, I can always help you out and help you find the best deals. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.